guys, and welcome back to my channel. I am so excited to see you guys. It's been such a long time. I have had to take a break because I was attending school, and I am back and so happy to see you guys. Oh my god, Christmas is almost here. This year has just flown by. I can't believe we are in December already. So today I'm going to be showing you how to make a Black Forest Gateau, and I will just start by showing you the ingredients. So I've already prepped the ingredients and they're right here with me, and I'll take you step by step on how to bake it. But I'll also put a link to the recipe that I'm using. I'm using the BBC Good Food recipe. I really liked it because it's very simple and you can get all the stuff that they actually tell you in the recipe. So first of all, I'm going to be making 2 cakes, so I'll be using double the ingredients. But for the times 1 of this recipe, you need 200 ml of buttermilk, or you can use plain yogurt. Now, to make buttermilk, you can actually make buttermilk at home, and what you do is you put in your milk in a jar like that, and then you add a squeeze of lemon, and you just let it sit for a while, and it turns into buttermilk. I need 40 grams of cocoa. There we have it for the times 1 of the cake. I'm adding a twist to this recipe, which is grated apples, and the reason I'm doing this is because the last cake I made that I put in grated apples, was really nice and soft. So I'm just going to put a twist. I know it's not going to be an original Black Forest Gateau with this, but I'm just putting in a twist of my own, and let's see how the recipe turns out. We need 2 eggs, which I've already put in here. So I've put in double for this particular recipe because I'm doing twice the amount of cake that I would normally do. So back to showing you the ingredients. So the next thing is I needed 300 grams of plain flour and 1 teaspoon of bicarbonate of soda, which I've done. And in this case, because I'm doing twice, remember I have 600 grams. For the sugar, I need 375 grams, so twice the amount for 2 cakes. And I have melted chocolate, so 200 grams of chocolate, 175 grams of salted butter, which I have melted in here, and I've done again twice because my recipe is for 2 cakes, which I'm making today. So I'll start first by mixing in the dry ingredients, which is the flour, which I had sieved before, and the sugar, so you mix them up all together. Remember, they have the bicarbonate of soda in there as well. And I'm just going to turn a little bit the camera so that you'll be able to see the mixing as I do it instead of just looking at me. There we go. So I'm going to add the cocoa. In there. Oh, and one last ingredient that I almost forgot about is we need 100 ml of boiling water. So I'm just going to put on the kettle to make sure that we have that going. So guys, we have our water ready, which is here, and I'm just going to get on to now mixing everything together. So first of all, I'll need to mix the eggs. I'll need to whisk the eggs together with the buttermilk. So in a bigger bowl, I'll just pour that in. And then I'm going to pour in our buttermilk. See, it's really thick. And we just need to get all of it. I'm just going to use this spatula that was in the chocolate and butter, because all of this will still go in together, so it's not a big deal. And I'll whisk that together. It's going to be a bit noisy. There, that's all mixed up now. I'm just going to put that there. So we need to mix this into our big bowl with the dry ingredients, like that. Sorry guys. And now finally we need to mix the chocolate and butter into the mixture. And before I actually start using the electric whisk, I'm just going to try and mix that using a spatula so that it doesn't go all over, and then I'll use the electric whisk just to make it smooth. Just folding in the flour into the dry ingredients into the wet ones. And I'll just clean this jar and I'll use it to measure the water, because we need 200 ml of boiling water. I'll just rinse that off. So we're just using the measuring jar, and we'll have 200 ml exactly. That's what we require, and we'll add it into this, and then now we'll use the whisk. You just want to do it slower, because you don't want the butter going everywhere. Now you can see it's coming together. You can see that it's really nice and smooth. And now that it's nice and smooth, I'm going to add my twist of apples. I just peeled 2 apples and grated them. And remember, for this particular recipe, I'm doing ×2 of the recipe because I'm doing 2 cakes. So I just do my mixing again. And you can use a spatula as well to mix in the apple, so you don't have to use the electric whisk anymore. For this cake, you can actually use a regular whisk because it's very wet and it doesn't require the power that the electric whisk provides. And because I'd already started using the electric whisk, then I just continued. So this is now ready for us to clean as soon as I'm done here. So I'll put away some of those things so that I can create space for us to put this into the baking tins. And the recommended size of the baking tin is a size smaller than what I am using, but because I don't want to bake a cake that has such a high height, I just want a regular height for my cake. I am going to just use a bigger tin instead, and I'm using sandwich tins. I'll show you in a second just how the sandwich tins look like. So that's my sandwich tin. This one is I think it's the 20 centimeter one. So the one that I was recommended to use is a smaller one. So it's a smaller one of this, and I like these tins because they make it very easy for you to divide up the cake. So you don't have to worry about having to cut the cake later on before you place it on top of another. So I just divide the batter into these tins, and it's so much easier for me when it comes to decoration. And what I've done with my tin is, you know how sometimes when you bake a cake and it's not coming out of the sides, so I have tins that help with that. But I really like this one because I don't have to cover the sides with paper. All I do is I grease the bottom. I put a greaseproof paper at the bottom, and then I grease the sides, and I put in some flour and dust all round, and that helps the cake to just be able to take shape and also to come out easily once it's cooled down. So I'll divide the cake into 4 because I want to make 2 cakes which have 2 layers each. So I'll start first by pouring into this gold. Like that. And then I'll pour into the second one. So I'll just pour in a little bit fast, and then I'll measure out. I'll check all of them to see if they are even. So that's the second one. I have my third tin here. There we go. And our fourth tin. So we just make sure that the cake batter is evenly spread. and I think this one requires this one needs a little bit more, so we'll add. So you can see, and what you can do is you can drop this on the counter like that. That way the cake is evenly spread. You can also do that for the rest of them. But I still have plenty of cake batter. Oh, sorry. Still have plenty of cake batter in here that needs to go into the and I've had my oven at 180 degrees heating up, and we're going to bake these for 20 to 25 minutes. And my oven is quite big, so I just put them in all at the same time. So you don't really want to waste any of the cake batter, and that's why I'm using a spatula to just make sure I get out everything. And now I'm going to add into the very first one. Okay, so guys, I need to just put this away for cleaning in a moment, and then I'll show you. So for this one as well, you just do the same thing so that the cake batter is at the same level. And you can see it's all getting to the same level. I'll do the same for this one. So there, our cake batter is ready to go. So we have our 4 tins there, as you can see, all ready to go into the oven. And once they are ready, I will show you, and we can decorate them together. So if you're new, this is Morugi's Kitchen, and please do subscribe. The button is down below. Give our video a thumbs up, and tell a friend that Morugi's Kitchen is back, and we're doing a vlogmas. Every week I'll be putting up a video. I'll also be showing you how I'm going to be decorating my Christmas tree, so please do come along and enjoy baking with your friends and family, and also decorating your trees and just getting into the Christmas mood. I know this year has been quite tough, but let's remember that Christ is the reason for the season, and come along to my baking and my cooking. Enjoy. Bye bye. I love you guys.